Hey, what's up? I've got a tip for you today on how to use your tripod to get better looking handheld footage, especially when you're walking or even running. Handheld footage from mirrorless cameras usually looks pretty awful when you're walking because the camera's tiny, so it's reacting a lot to every little movement of your body, even if you have in-lens and in-body image stabilization, because those can only do so much to mitigate the problem. However, bigger cinema cameras move a lot more slowly, simply because they're heavy. So their handheld footage has a more pleasing kind of shake to it. And that's the look I'm going for with these tripod hacks. It's not to make your shots look like they were done on a gimbal or a Steadicam. It's to create a more organic, flowing, high-end handheld look. And this is not a sponsored video, but I did get this tripod for free from Moment, and they're letting me do whatever I want with it. I've got my camera now mounted on the Peak Design travel tripod, but you don't have to use this tripod. Use whatever you've got. First thing we're going to do here is extend the center column a bit. Now, I'm going to adjust the camera head position. Next up, this leg goes all the way out, and two of the other legs just go out part of the way. Now I'm going to extend these legs just one section like this. Now I mount it on my body like this, and I adjust the ball head to be perfectly level. So one more thing before we get going, I'm going to turn off the stabilization in my lens, and I'm also turning off the IBIS, the stabilization in the camera's body, because I want the natural fluid motion of this rig to show in the shot. I'm not looking for gimbal mechanical perfection here. Now I'm pretty much ready to rock. So here's how I'm going to shoot. I'm holding it right here. You see there's sort of a natural balance point where if I rest the entire thing on like my thumb or part of my hand, then it's sort of balanced front to back. It doesn't fall forward, it doesn't fall back. If the camera was not extended the right amount, then it would fall back, see? And if it was extended too much, then it would kind of fall forward. So you want to basically be able to hold the bottom leg and have it be perfectly balanced. And when I walk with this rig, I am not going to set these tripod legs on my shoulders. I'm not resting it on my shoulders like this while I walk, because that will transfer the shock of my knee movement and all that back up to the tripod, and then we're back to where we started with normal looking camera shake. So I'm keeping it suspended up a little bit above my shoulders. But the great thing about holding it like this is I can see the LCD, I can see what I'm shooting really well. So it's a very ergonomic kind of way to shoot. And yes, you may look a little bit stupid while you do this, but hey, I don't care how I look while I shoot, I care how the footage looks after I shoot. So now my lens is at 35 millimeters, and let's go for it. All right, I'm going to zoom my lens all the way out to 20 millimeters. When you decide to stop walking and do a static shot, you can just go ahead and rest everything on your body just like this. And you can really easily look into your camera's LCD and see what you're shooting and get very stable handheld footage. So I'll zoom into 35 millimeters here, and I'll just try to hold still. And now I'll do a smooth pan tilt. So what I'm doing when I shoot like this is whenever I want to move the camera, I put a little bit of pressure on the bottom leg of the tripod, and I sort of push out a little bit. That pushes these legs down on my shoulders. So I'm kind of pushing out that way, which pushes these legs down, and that creates a bit more stability in the shot. If I have to do a shot that lasts a long time, then I can just sort of extend out this bottom leg, rest it on my hip a bit, keep the two top legs on my shoulders, and just hang out for as long as I need. And then when it's time to walk again, boom, just close that back up, Ready to go, let's walk. This tripod's great because when you're done with all your shooting, you can very quickly break everything back down into a tiny package, and it's extremely fast to release the camera or to put it back on. It's effortless. Okay, so whether you use this tripod or something else, I hope I gave you some ideas on how you can get better handheld walking shots without using a gimbal or without using a glide cam. So if you have some other ideas, feel free to leave a comment and I'll read them and I'll try out any good suggestions that you have. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Come on.